Someone has rightly said, the kingdom of heaven is a condition of the heart, not something that comes upon the earth or after death. Welcome friends, our today's story is for people who are forever worried about the afterlife and want shortcuts to go to heaven after they die. Watch the story towards the end as a meaningful lesson awaits you there. When a man's father died, he wanted assurance that his father's soul must reach heaven. In the town, many priests performed rituals to ensure that the soul would rest in peace and go to heaven. However, none could guarantee it. The man wanted confirmation, so he kept searching for the best options. Then he came to know that Gautam Buddha was in town. People told him that Buddha had connection with God. If he recommended, his father would go straight to heaven without being stopped at the gates. The man was delighted. He went around looking for Buddha. He reached a place where Buddha sat under a tree at the bank of a large lake. The man went there and said, "O wise one, my father was a good man. He passed away. I want you to make sure that he goes to heaven. Please don't say no." Buddha was in deep meditation but opened his eyes. Seeing the man so desperate, he said, "Go back home and have a bath in a holy river at 4 o'clock in the morning. Then get an earthen pot and fill it half with stones and half with butter. Cover its mouth with a cloth and bring that here tomorrow morning. Then I will see what can I do for your father." The man returned and bought the largest pot available in the town, filled it with stones and butter, and tied it up with an expensive cloth. The following morning, he carried the heavy pot with great difficulty and stood in front of Buddha. Buddha looked at him and said, "Go around the lake 3 times and come back here." The man walked around the lake 3 times, carrying that heavy pot. When he finished, Buddha noticed his determination and said, "Now walk into the water till the level is to your chest." The man went into the lake, and when he reached a certain distance, Buddha picked a thick stick and threw it at him. He said, "Take the stick, and with a single stroke, you must break the pot." The man replied, "Sir, I am so tired. Breaking the pot with a single stroke will be difficult for me." Buddha replied, "You want your father to go to heaven. You have come a long way and labored hard. How can you give up now?" Hearing Buddha's encouraging words, the man gathered his strength and became ready to break the pot. Just when Buddha said, "If you break the pot with one single stroke, the stones would come and float on the surface. However, the butter would sink to the bottom. Then your father would go straight to heaven." The man got delighted. With one heavy stroke, he broke the pot. Then he turned around and started walking back. As he started coming out of the water, he saw the butter floating on the water. He stood near Buddha and said, "You said the butter would sink and the stones would float. How is that possible? The law of nature is such that the stones can only sink, while the butter can only float. Did you deceive me?" Buddha smiled and said, "Oh, now that you know so much about the laws of nature, what is the problem? If your father is like butter, he will go up to heaven. And if he is like a stone, he will go down to hell. What can I do about it? And what can you do about it? You look tired. Go home and rest and leave everything to God. The man stood there stunned. It seemed he learned what Buddha wanted him to realize. Dear friends, if you enjoyed this story, please give it a like. And for more such stories, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you soon in our next video. Till then, take good care of yourself and stay blessed.